Bonjour, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cyril. I have been a stem cell researcher for quite some time, and this is why I can tell you about the science behind skincare ingredients. And for today's video, I want to review the new sponges from the Tati Beauty, which is the Blendiful. So it comes in a package like this, and you have basically two sponges, a big one and a smaller one. And the purpose of this video is not going to use those sponges to use makeup, even though they were intended to be used like this, but to apply sunscreen. So if you're not new to my channel, you will know that I am addicted to sunscreen, and I always recommend, whatever your skin color is, to use an SPF of 50+ and never go below. One of the reasons is because most of the time an SPF 50+ will have a higher UVA protection, which is exactly what you want in your daily skincare routine, because UVA are the UV that will trigger the most damage deep down in your skin, which translates with a faster aging. I have already done many videos where I review a different sunscreen, and you will know that some of them do have a pretty strong white cast, and I would say that are not that easy to blend. And one thing that is super convenient is to simply use a sponge to help to apply the sunscreen, and it is also an amazing way to reapply your sunscreen during the day, especially if you are wearing a lot of makeup, because it does help to provide an even coat of sunscreen without disturbing too much the sunscreen. The problem with sponges is that they do absorb a ton of product, such as this one. So this one is a cushion puff. This is the one that I use to recommend the most. But when I saw the review from Tati about the Blendiful, one of the features of this sponge is that it doesn't absorb any product. So immediately I say, oh, this one could be an excellent one to reapply the sunscreen, and this is what we are going to do. Today I'm going to test this sponge. So what I'm going to do is to weight those two sponges, so the Tati Beauty and this Korean cushion puff, and I will use this sponge of half on my face and the other one on the other half, and I'm going to weight them down to see which is the best sponge that absorbs the less of sunscreen. The sunscreen that I'm going to use is this bad boy right here. This one is from the Korean brand Innisfree. This is the Intensive Long Lasting Sunscreen SPF of 50+ with a PA rating of 4+. So this one is what I call an hybrid sunscreen, because it contains zinc oxide, which is a mineral-based sunscreen that absorbs UVB, UVA type 2, and also UVA type 1. It also contains octinoxate, which is mainly a UVB absorber, ethyl hexyl salicylate, which is also a UVB absorber, homosalate, again a UVB absorbent, and the last one is my beloved Tinosorb S, which is a broad spectrum organic filter that absorbs UVB, UVA type 2, and also a UVA type 1. So I have to say that the combination of filters is absolutely fantastic, and I've been playing with this one for at least 3 to 4 days, and I bought this one while I was on holidays in Taiwan. So before I start, I have weighted my two sponges using a scale like this, which is also the scale that I use to exactly know how much sunscreen do I need. And I have a video about this if you want to calculate what is the surface of your face, because I remind you that you need 2 milligrams per centimeter square. So if you really want to have a precise idea, you can use a scale, and I have also a method to help you to determine pretty easily what is the surface of your face. If you don't want to be bothered by it, simply use one of those teaspoons, which is 1/4 of a teaspoon, and this is the minimum amount that you need for your face. I personally need 1 grams, therefore I'm going to use 0.5 grams on half of my face, like I said, using the Tati Beauty, and on the other one I'm going to use the cushion puff. So the Tati Beauty weighs 5.23 grams, while the Claire's weight 1.96 grams, and you will have the results at the end of this video. So this is the quantity that I'm going to use with the Tati Beauty sponge. And I'm going to blend it in half of my face. So I'm not going to apply anything under my eyes simply because I've already put the sunscreen, and also I have on concealer, because I have to say that I'm very jet lagged because I just landed in Paris yesterday. So just by using it, it is, I have to say, very comfortable. It is like really cushiony, much more than the cushion puff that I usually use. So it's very comfortable, and it is very fast, I have to say. Probably even faster because this one, because it is an hybrid sunscreen, it does contain zinc oxide. You do need to spend a little bit of time to blend it, but with this sponge it goes really fast. So as always, when you apply your sunscreen, make sure that you eat all the area and don't forget any. And also what I like to do is to always check that some areas, such as this one for example, is really well protected. So I am done. I don't know if you can clearly see it, but there is not much product indeed on the sponge, and also the application was pretty fast. So now I'm going to do the other side using this cushion puff. So I have the exact same quantity. So let's start. So just upon application, clearly with the cushion puff, it is a little bit harder to blend it with my facial hair. I don't know if you can see it here, but I have those white patches. But if I keep on patting the cushion puff, it does disappear. So I am done, and like the Tati sponge, you cannot see a lot of product left on the sponge. So now I'm going to weight the Tati and also the coriander cushion puff to see which one absorbs the most sunscreen. So the results are actually pretty similar. The Tati sponge has only absorbed 0.24 grams, so which is not a lot, and the coriander puff absorbed 0.28 grams. So as you can see, the Tati Blendiful does absorb a tiny less than the cushion puff, but I don't think it is really relevant because the difference is so small. Still, it is around 0.2 grams, so therefore you do need to apply a tiny bit more, because if you apply less sunscreen, you are going to decrease the protection mentioned on the tube, which is something that you really do not want. I have to say that I do prefer the Blendiful over the cushion puff. What I love about the Tati Beauty is that it is so big that you can use it for several times, or even to do this corner with your sunscreen, this one for your foundation, and this one for other type of makeup. This is something that you want to do. An amazing thing about this one is that to clean it, it is super easy because you simply put it in the washing machine. So I am quite happy about this one. Also, another thing that is wonderful is that it is extremely soft. It is not rough at all. So if you do have sensitive skin and you don't want to rub the sunscreen in your skin, especially I'm thinking for those of you who are starting your retinol, or you are taking isotretinoin, so basically Roaccutane, and your skin is very irritating, this sponge is really going to help you to spread out the sunscreen without tearing your face. Another cool thing is that you can use it during the day to simply reapply your sunscreen. You can definitely also do it with the cushion puff, which is what I also recommend. So overall, I am really happy about this sponge. I do recommend it. I thank you so much for watching me. Please check my other videos on my YouTube, where I have a lot of sunscreen review, but also about other different type of skincare such as acid but also retinol and so on. I thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, please thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to ring the little bell to not miss any of my new videos for more skincare stuff. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am Cyril Laurent. I have also a lot of stuff over there. Again, I thank you so much for being here and I will see you next time. Au revoir, bye bye.